Yo, you remember? Do you remember that King? I don't even know if it was Kings, but I don't know where the original video came from. Remember the skit that he did about the Fruitopia mixed with Sprite or whatever? Yo, bro.
That was the first time I watched him then.
Yo, Matt. Yo, I'll put you on a lot.
Mirror.
Bro, that was hilarious. When a man said at Christopher Columbus this, I died, bro.
Oh yeah, it's
Yo, a man said the Fruitopia was Adam. A man said the Sprite was Eve. I put up. I'm God.
This is Adam. That's Eve. Yo, I freaking love those guys, man.
That was hilarious. I would have lied to you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Are you situated, fam? Are you yo, fam? I'll lie to you if I want to lie to you, fam. Are you situated?
Yo. What's the origin of that word?
Situated?
Am I ready?
Yeah.
Am I ready?
Yeah.
Bet. Of course I'm ready.
Yeah,
I stay ready.
This
I was
question
waiting for you.
This question might be, yo, nice that, bro. I'm black, I'm late. Yo, I'm allowed to be such okay. No racial.
Start typing now.
This question might be kind of sketchy. If you're bold, you can attack it. If you're bold, I don't know how bold you are, fam. Why do we call each other? Why do we call each other the N-word? but get extremely upset when will get extremely upset or displeased or annoyed or whatever word you want to use that it means like distaste or whatever when a white person uses the N-word.
I'm gonna put out. Why are you sweating?
Who's sweating?
I'm gonna put out.
I'm dry.
You're
sweating, fam. I'm dry.
Moist.
You're moist?
No. Oh shoot, that did not come out. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just put out a quick disclaimer. Do I know all the history, all the facts, all the knowledge? No. But I would say that because it wasn't, because the word wasn't directed to other people of the culture, that's when people get offensive, because if they see other people of the culture saying the word, they may feel like history might repeat itself in a certain way.
No. Start off okay. How I want you to attack this is start off with like black on black, not violence, but start off with two black people using the word against each other, not against, but like to each other, and then start off with like maybe a person of another race using it, and then end with the white people using it.
Okay. I would say for the first part, you know those ones where when someone has been taking something from you for so long, whether it's time, money, power, identity, from you for so long, you get fed up, right? And somehow, some way, you take what's yours back, right? Disclaimer, again, I don't know everything. But what I would say is that when we were able to take our power, identity, strength back, when other people say the word from the same culture, they feel like it's a form of like, you guys have been saying this to me for so long, I'm taking what's mine back, so I can say whatever and say to whoever I want to say.
Do you use it?
Because I'm taking what's mine back. Of course not. Of course not. Now with the other one, the other cultures.
Yeah, but not the white people. Yeah, not the white people. Yeah, just the other culture. Okay.
No. The other cultures. Why do they say it? That's a really interesting one. Maybe because Man, see, one could say, oh, because they're, oh, man, that's just weird because like you can't just say, oh, well, I'm not black and I'm not white. I'm in the middle, so I could say it.
I,
You'd be surprised how many people I've heard say that.
I think it's because of the amplification. Remember the whole, the black effect? Whenever a black person starts doing something, it gets amplified, as we touched on towards the beginning of the video. Remember? Because wherever you do something, you do something with a lot of energy. Yeah. So maybe that's it. We started using it again, to take it back, to reclaim it. And the other races, thought it was cool, thought stuff like that.
So that's the best answer I can really give for that one.
Mm-hmm.
The other races one, I really don't know why, because it's like this one feels like it's just a black and white type thing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like it's there's a gray in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's I really don't know why.
So you feel like they're not involved at all? They shouldn't be saying it, basically. Is that where your opinion is for other races?
Really, like like bro, listen. Every culture, I'm learning the more friends I get from different cultures, I learn more and more about deep history about their culture, right? Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know your culture went through all of this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I feel like if that word literally has no if a word or phrase has nothing to do with your culture, do not associate yourself with it, because you're just potentially causing yourself trouble that you do not want. Period. So with the other races one, I really don't know why they're saying it. The black one, I feel like it has to do with reclaiming power, identity back. I get the disclaimer, don't know the full story, but I feel like it has to do with reclaiming it back, right? And with the white one, I feel like
I love the breath before you start. I love the breath is so warranted.
Yo, I think it has to do with just the whole, we make everything prideful, passionate, and loud, and just energetic, and something like literally even when it comes to music, like you don't even realize how invested people are into rappers who just say that word, right? But their music is so good. Like, they're like, N-word, N-word, because like people are so invested into the black.
That song bums.
True, right? They're so.
That song bums. N-word,
So no, freaking new generation.
That song bums, bro.
Because like people are so invested into us making everything so prideful and passionate, and they get so caught up in that. Which is, applauding us. Good job, people. We're making everything lit. You feel me? So like people, I get so caught up into that, right? That they forget, because we take what's the word? The people that use. We suspend their disbelief. We take them away from reality. We make them so invested into something we wanna put forth into the world, entertainment, put forth into the world, right? That they get so invested into that, and then they end up saying it naturally, because they're just like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm not just gonna like overthink or overanalyze.
It's just a word,
I'm just gonna die.
This is
just a word.
It's just a word. We say words all the time.
It's just a word. Cause like I'm just so invested into what they're saying, what they're doing. I'm so invested into it, and then twos, they take a step back. They hear someone else hears them saying those things, and like, whoa, I know you're having a good time. I know you're passionate. I know you're happy. Blah blah blah. But what'd you just say? Did you just say the word that I heard that you just said with the word?
And the bird? And the bird was the word?
And the bird is the word. The bird is the word, Peter. Hey, bird is the word. Like, did you just what did you just say? What did you just say? Right? So I may be wrong, but listen, again, I don't know everything. But I feel like, again, history has proven it. Go on social media. It's proven it. Go in the comment section. It's proven it. People get so invested into what we do and what we say and the trends we do and the trends we make, that they get so invested into everything, even with music. Music alone is an example of itself. They get so invested into what we do that they end up saying the word naturally, because they go all in. They don't say, okay, I'm loving the music, I'm loving the art, I'm loving the color, I'm loving the passion, I'm loving the story. They don't care. They just love the entertainment and the dopamine that's going on in their brain that we're giving them, that they're just going all in, and before they know it, they're ending up saying words naturally in their speech, in their walk, in their style. That I'm not saying people are imitating us, like everyone that watches our stuff or watches our trends or whatever, but I'm saying that we have put ourselves in a position where we do not inspire.
No, but I think
Not
you're
just
right though.
inspire,
I think
but
you're allowed to say that because the narrative is oftentimes pushed
yeah,
that the black person at school is always the cool kid. The black table is always the cool table. Even in The Simpsons, there's this joke where Homer's watching television. There's a comedian on the television making a joke about two races. I think it's supposed to imitate like Chris Rock, but in the Simpsons,
yeah.
whatever.
It's always Chris Rock. It's always Chris
And
Rock.
so a man was saying how
Or Dave
a white
Chappelle.
person drives a car like this, close to the wheel, and a black person drives a car like this, far from the yeah. So
Also like Daniel. So like
yeah,
Daniel.
Daniel do be doing that though, and texting at the same time, not even looking at the road, face down texting,
And calling and getting a haircut and getting a fade.
giving himself a fade while he's driving.
With a rear view mirror.
What? Okay, but yeah, I just think it's a narrative that's oftentimes pushed in a lot of media. So it's not even unfair for you to say that because it is something that's like obviously pushed.
Bro, listen, with the media loves to push trending, hot, and big things all the time. And if we're gonna be put and if we're gonna be put in that forefront of always making these poppin', entertaining, dopamine like stuff type ish.
Shout out the poppin' challenge. Shout out KSI, big YouTuber, big UK. Continue.
Boy. Hey. Anyway, because we have that effect on people, naturally they end up going all in. They don't hold back. Yeah, when it comes to black people, we don't hold back. We go all in, you feel me? So people get so consumed into that in a good way, because we're entertaining people. And they end up naturally not just going all in into what we do for a living or what we put forth, but they go all in into our mannerisms, into our way of speech, into our style, into our everything. And before you know it, they don't end up knowing what they're doing or realizing what they're doing, or at least certain parts of what they're doing, until someone points it out to them, or until they actually realize, oh my gosh, I've been doing this the whole time, not really realizing that I've been making someone feel this type of way.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't think there are a lot of people of Anglo-Saxon, Caucasian, from the Caucasus Mountains. A lot of those people from that type of lineage. I feel like they don't fully grasp the weight that the word holds, and like what you're actually saying, the meaning that you're putting out into the universe when you say that word. Because it's not just a lot of words. They're not just words. Like, you're pushing a narrative when you say a word. You're saying something deeper than just noise. You're carrying you're transmitting information, and a lot of the times they're not aware of the gravity of the information that they're English brain. Yeah, you know what I mean. Bro,
it's actually talking's hard, right? Talking's hard. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, like, it's one of those ones where, just to sum it all up, bro, they get so invested into what we do, and they don't really realize what they're doing until someone points it out to them, or until they realize it themselves. Because if you're having a good time, that kind of goes with that. This type of statement kind of goes with relationships, cheating, all that stuff. When you're having a good time, you don't really realize that what you're doing bad is bad until someone points it out to you, until you realize it yourself. When you're having a good time, even if you have a good heart, bad heart, whatever it may be, if you're having just a genuine good time, human nature will naturally keep you from avoiding any sort of stress or any sort of bad thing that's going on. That's why people get addicted into something else, or continuing an action of whatever it may be, because they're having a good time doing it. They're taking themselves away from reality, away from the stresses, the anxiety, from everything, and just 100% diving themselves into whatever is making them happy and comfortable, and feeling like they fit in. They're included into something that they want to continue putting forth and just feeling every single day of their life.
Okay, two more questions. Two more questions about that, not two more questions in general. Okay, my fault. Okay, so okay, is there a difference between the A and the ER?
Huh?
Is there a difference between the N word that ends with an A and the N word that ends with the ER?
Oh, I'm like, who's A here? I'm like, oh, shoot. Is there a difference? A friend of ours talked about this. To be honest, I forgot. I need to brush up on my history. I know. That's why I'm in quarantine. That's why I'm working on my skills. You feel me? Working on my history, working on my facts. So honestly, I have no idea what exactly the difference is. I just know that it's offensive based on how one says it. You know what I mean?
Which one do you
Like,
think
just
is more offensive,
like
though?
how one which one do I think is more offensive? I would probably say the one with ER because based on the movies I see, you know, because they always say the ER one, not really the A. They say the ER one, with their accents and whatnot. So, I don't know why the difference or the answer to your question is because I forgot the question. But.
You're valid.
I'd be forgetting stuff.
But the
Yeah, so I don't know.
the ER one
What's the
is
question? I forgot it.
I was just gonna say what's the difference between the A and the ER, but the ER one tends to
Oh, take
be
that one over.
it tends to be the one that was used back in the day. That's what it's often referred to as the hard R. And
It has more oomph to it.
yeah. And then the A one is the one that is oftentimes used in modern times by people of our race or group as a greeting.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never really heard anyone say the ER one.
Yo, if a man called me the ER one, I'm fighting. I'm fighting. That's a fight on the spot.
Wow.
I don't care what race you
Wow,
are.
it's that bad. It's that bad. Noted.
That goes for you too, Brian.
Yeah, noted. In my brain. I'm learning every day.
Well, Andre uses the hard ER one. He does. Andre uses it.
Okay.
Andre uses it.
Okay, but you know when he says it, it's not like in a
I know.
It's just in a joking,
I know.
entertaining way. Gotta put that disclaimer out because people don't.
Oh, yo, Andre's black. You should have probably said Andre was. Yeah, Andre's black.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it.
Perfect. Oh yeah, you gotta say that. Whew, that was close. That was close. Let's move on before people start talking.
And one more. Let's get them to type. So, do you think other races say it in their head?
Oh yeah, of course. What?
So you think they say it in their head? So if they say it in their head, why not just say it out loud? Like, what's the difference?
Because they know that if you know the old saying, yeah, if you have something bad to say, don't say it at all. But everyone cusses in their head sometimes, not everyone. Some people. Okay, let me say that. Let me start again. Some people cuss in their head sometimes when they're very angry at someone or in a certain debacle or a certain situation, but they know they have to hold themselves back because that's not the kind of person they want to portray. It's kind of like when you're so tempted to punch someone when they're saying all this negative stuff to you, but you know that's not the person that you want to be, so you kind of hold back, but in your body you feel it with every fiber of your being to say it or portray it or act on it. So I'm not saying I'm not a mind reader. Like I could be wrong. Oh, you don't know, Brian. We don't say it in our head. How do you know? You're not a mind. I know. I'm not a mind reader. Jeez. But to be honest, like what we said before, when you get invested into something so much, you end up doing everything good about that thing. So even if you don't say it out loud, I know for sure you cannot look at me in the eye. Every single person that's watching this, you cannot look me in the eye and not even like fully be honest with me when you say you have not said it at least once in your head. At least
Of course,
once
if
in
I
your
do
head.
that, yeah,
Like come on.
there's no way.
Even, and I'm not even talking about like an intentional way of saying it, like you're singing a song and like like I'm saying the N-word in my head, like that whole thing. Like I'm not saying in an intentional way, but even when someone said it to you for the first time and you're like, what is the, like I know someone has said it in their head once. At least once.
True, this is true.
At least
okay, sorry, last question. Because we asked this last question about this topic. We asked this on Men of Distinction before, which is why I wanted to stay on it for a bit.
Shout out to Trust.
So,
shout out to Trust.
do you... Okay, which camp are you in? Are you in the camp of no one should say it at all? Or everyone should say it? Mm-hmm. That was the discussion. No, there's 3 camps. There's only black people should say it, no one should say it, and everyone should say it. Yeah. That was the debate in Meta Distinction. That's the debate.
Yeah, we talked about this on episode 5 of the podcast. If you watched it, with Anu, in McMaster University, in Brandon Hall residence, I'm in the camp of no one should say it because, to be honest, bro, I'm tired. Okay, I'm a little 19-year-old black boy who's just tired of all the beef and all the drama, of all the wars, of all the hate, of all the bullying. Why can't we all just get along, man? So,
you're right.
To be honest, it's kind of like if there's no war, there's no battles, and if there's no battles, there's no fights, and if there's no if there's no fights, then there's no murder, and if there's no murder, there's no death. So if we all just don't say something that will potential, if I say it now, it won't do any harm. No, because someone around the corner could be hearing that and plotting your death in 3 years from now. Bro, potential. Am I jumping to conclusions? You're damn right I am. Could I possibly be right? You're damn right I am. Listen, potential. So if it's a word that potentially could cause harm to even one person, don't say it at all. Please. But I know what your camp is, so you can say yours.
My camp is no one should say it at all. That's my camp.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because as Brian said, as a great actor, philanthropist, musician, comedian, general great guy. Man of many titles.
Thanks, man.
Chanosh Gabino also goes by the name Donald Glover.
Wow.
As he once said in one of his great street philosophies, we'll call it. That's what Josh calls them. He's a street philosopher.
Oh, Joshua Newby.
Huh? No, not that one. Call Master Sire. Who's Joshua?
Oh,
Call Master Sire.
Sorry. Forgive me. Sire
should forgive you. Sire, forgive me.
Call Master Sire. Please forgive me.
But yeah. So what he said
that was cool.
in his great, work of poetry, Redbone, I think the quote was N-words lurking. N-words creeping. So you never know who's around you. You never know who might hear what you're saying. You never know what could go down by you saying that. People like to... You might like the freedom to say what you want to say, but you need to understand that people around you have the freedom to give you the consequences for saying what you want to say. You might need to understand that. That's all I'm saying. Fam, why are you doing curves?
I'm passionate. I'm passionate.
Yo, put the thing down. Put it down.
Poetry.
No, put it down.
Oh, come on, I was getting tired.
The next question is about hair.
Ooh. Curly hair coming soon. Trust the process. My roots are strong.
We're not gonna go into weave. We're not gonna go into braids. We're not gonna go into the female side of hair at all.
Smart.
We're not going to do that.
Yo, that is
because I don't have the time.
So smart.
Nor the energy to deal with all the females that you and I personally know that will crucify me for saying anything. I don't have.
Crucify you? You're lucky you're in quarantine. I live with them. My guy. You will get crucified after quarantine. When Corona stops coughing, I will get crucified by the end of this video.
Okay.
During the video, it'll be like a bonus video at the end of the podcast.
Brian's crucifixion.
You won't believe what happens in the end. Oh God.
Is that a cough?
Oh shoot! No! Wait! No! Whoopsie!
Bro, you can't be coughing out here, bro. Can't be coughing out here.
Brad, my bad. I had a little funny thing in my throat.
You have something in your throat?
No. Yo, that water bottle's dense. I can hear the water shaking.
Oh, okay.
I know the sound you're talking.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
So, as a male of African heritage, with
that's crazy.
with a texture of hair that tends to be quite different than the texture of hair that the majority of the world is used to being exposed to.
Peep the curl.
A texture of hair that is so great that people often fear it.
Great.
That people often feel the need
to
say certain things about it because they're not confident about their own hair. Hold that.
So insecurities.
Like, that's the only reason I could think of all the races be targeting us on our hair. That ain't my business, though. No racial. But like, how do you feel about your natural hair? And then how do you feel the world views your hair as an individual? Again, we're keeping females completely out of this because I don't have the time, the energy, nor the strength to deal with that. So how do you, Brian, as an individual, feel about your hair, about other people, how other people view your hair, and about how society and the world and media views your hair?
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so also me, my society, my environment, and the media.
Yep.
Okay. So me, I straight up love my hair. Especially when I started actually doing this thing called taking care of yourself.
Mod.
Try it. It works.
Mod.
Crazy.
That
I know, right?
Works?
Crazy.
I didn't know.
Crazy. A man showed me that's a Krabby Patty formula, fam. Shh. Keep it on the lows. But yeah, like I started taking care of my hair. First I started finding out what was best for me, and I figured out that having more on the top, drop fade on the side to 0.5 level. You're welcome. Getting a bit of 1-2 curl. I don't know how curly I wanted to get it. I'm still working on that, right? To work in progress every day. But yeah, that was the first thing I had to figure out what hairstyle suited.
And you have a pretty aggressive taper. I'm not gonna lie, you have a high taper with a pretty aggressive transition.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from like 1 to like 4. It's really aggressive.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
No, whatever you do. So yeah,
that's
what
it
looks nice. You do you.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man.
I mean, I think it looks B, in my opinion. But all that matters is your opinion.
Anyway, so I feel like I am happy with my hair, and how I'm working on it. I feel like my roots. I feel like it's kind of like a muscle. Like my roots are strong. My it's healthy. It's like it went on a whole thing called taking care of yourself. Works crazy. Man showed me that's the Krabby Patty formula. I love my hair. I love how it feels like it's like a muscle. Like when you work on it, it gets stronger. It's healthier. It's getting to where you want it to be. You're crafting your hair, a part of your body, in the way that you see fit, and you're shaping your life in your image, basically. So I love how I'm in that process, and I'm very comfortable with how I look on my hair, how my hair looks on me, and yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. How other people see it. How other people see it in my society. Well, I mean, I got no hate. I get no hate for my head top. I get no hate for my hair. You know what I mean? When I actually am taking care of it, when I get that nice haircut, People do like are really nice when it comes to the compliments they give me. I even had this one time when another black uncle, coming my way, asked me, to talk to me, be like, he just randomly, just I'm just chilling in the elevator trying to go home from school, and he just like, I like it, I like your hair, nice and natural and black and big. Keep it like that. Keep it like that. I'm like, hey, some people can't have, and he didn't. My uncle didn't even have hair too on his head top, so he was very grateful to see the young black boys really happy of their hair and natural, because some people, when they're insecure about themselves, they kind of like suppress it, they cut it all off, or they hide it, you know what I mean, because they're insecure about it. But me, bro, if I love certain parts of my body, I'm gonna show it off. You feel me? Wow, that could be taken in a bad way. Okay, let me move on. Media, how the media portrays our hair. Don't watch that. Don't watch that. Don't watch that. Don't watch that. The media. Well, I am not doing good on these conversations, because like I'm just like putting out this type of statements that could really get me charged or arrested, and I really don't want to. The media. Hey, if I go, Tevin goes with me. If I go, Tevin goes with me.
I'm not involved.
If how the media portrays my hair, well, not my hair specifically, but our culture's hair, I would say they portray it as a lot more rougher than they give us credit for. I think we're just rough, and it's just like, it's tough and we can't pick it out, or blah blah blah. Bro, you know how good our hair is when we actually take care of it? And everyone's hair. We know how good everyone's hair could be when they actually take care of it. You know what I mean? So people in the media like to portray some, not everyone's, but some black people's hair in certain shows as either just an afro, like we're just like a lot of hair on our head, or it's really rough, or it's in like a certain like tight braid, and it's like it's kind of like the same. It's either like a tight braid, long hair, afro, or really rough. It's like they're not really really showing.
Remember to stick to men.
Oh, men.
Remember, we're not talking about females here at all.
Okay, yeah, I was close. You have to pull me back for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say with the men, I still say same thing what I was saying before. They kind of show this one way of how our hair is, whether it's either we stick to this one mini afro type hairstyle, or we're like super rough and scruffy with our head top. It's not like that. We are very diverse. We can have soft and good, conditioned, strong, healthy hair, but obviously in certain shows and certain commercials and stuff like that, they don't always portray the potential of how good our hair is. So in some things they do, but I would say for others, for majority of it, they don't really show how good we really are. Like they suppress our potential, I would say. So some people be suppressing our potential good hair. You feel me? Our natural good hair.
I read it.
Yeah, they be suppressing
it. No, I'm just gonna keep it as that. I'm not gonna add anything. I agree with you. Yeah. I agree. I concur with your statements. Okay. These couple next questions, they're heavy hitters. They're hefty. They're girthy. They're thick.
Don't be body shaming the questions. It's 2020.
Nah, fam. Black men love our thick women. It's a thick question, fam. It's a thick question. So the question is, why do we? Yo, fam, why are you laughing? Anyway, why do we think people with light skin look better than people with darker skin? Both being black, light skins versus dark skins. I'm gonna take out the verses, because that's a false narrative. There's no verses, bro. We're all the same, fam. We're all the same culture.
My boy's hurt. Oh man, why? Why did they see the? I feel like, okay, I'm passionate about this type of question, but I really don't know. Right? I actually do need someone else to help me with this. But what I can honestly say is, I feel like it has to do with trends. Like, not just with, like we said before, how our culture likes to really make things known and prideful and entertaining and trendy. Other cultures and people of the human race like to do that too. They like to they like to not only invest into certain people, but they like to again, make it known, make this the new wave, make this the new thing that people should always gravitate towards. Why? I feel like now what I've been seeing now, I feel like, the dark skins are on the come up now. You feel me? Like, we're on the come up now. People are always saying, get you a dark skin, get you a dark skin this, get you a dark skin that. I'm not gonna go further into that, but what I've been seeing, it's like the dark skins are.
That's what girls be saying to you?
Huh?
That's what girls be saying to you? I want me a
No,
dark
not to
skin,
me.
man.
I'm just a yeah. But what I've seen on the TikTok, on the Snapchats, on the Instagrams, on the Twitters, on the Facebooks, I've been seeing that the dark skins are more trendy now. Like, it's something that one should acquire. You feel me? But back then it was like the light skin face. Get you a light skin. That whole thing. Why do they? But now the real question is, because all I can really say is, it was kind of like a trend to go for those people, like goes for the light skins. Now it's like, go for the dark skins, and who knows, 20 years from now, everyone's like, okay, now go for the light skins again. Like, I don't know why though, but I feel like it just has to do with something that one person really loves seeing in a certain light. Like one day, one person saw this light skin in a certain light, and they just saw them as this beautiful, godlike figure of someone they want to be with, and it's kind of like a domino effect in a way. Like, oh, like once someone saw someone with a light skin, someone else wanted a light skin too, and then another person wanted a light skin, another person with a light skin. So I feel like it has to do with the trend of what people see as more attractive in the moment. Why is that a trend? Why do people see the light skins as more attractive at times? And then now, why do people see dark skins as more attractive at times? I don't know, but there's a trend going on. Because you can say, oh, you take care. I don't know why. Because like dark skins take care of themselves hygienic wise and style wise. Light skins take care of themselves hygienic wise and style wise. But what is the thing that people want to gravitate towards the light skins more? That I'm still figuring out. But there's a trend. There's some sort of trend going on in both parties that I'm yet to figure out. That's the best way.
Okay.
Yeah. When someone figures it out, let me know.
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. You're the realest. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna sing the entire song. This question is very, very, very thick, and I'm just gonna speak my mind and see where it takes me. Hey, when you're thick, everything else is thick. You know what I mean? But your face change was so gradual. That was perfect. The way your face changed was perfect. Yeah. Okay. So let's just head back in time for a minute, back to the something I like to call, the Atlantic slave trade, that whole process. So there's two main types of, black people. There were the field black people, and then there were the house black people. The field black people tend to be of a darker skin complexion because, the rays from the sun tends not to affect their productivity as much. So they can work in the fields for longer, you get me? Yeah, It's all about productivity. It's all about, efficiency, And then the house black people, they tend to be more on the inside because they have a lighter skin complexion. And then they tend to be, because they're on the inside, they tend to be more educated because they're the ones that actually watch masses kids. You know what I mean? They're the one that actually babysits masses kids. Because the white people, they don't be doing nothing. So the black people would actually be raising their own master's own kids, so they'd be educated. They'd know how to read. They'd know how to write. They'd know how to do all of that. So that might have something to do with it. I'm just speculating. I don't know nothing. Why am I talking about this? Anyway, yeah, I'm just speculating. Huh? Pardon? Brian?
Oh no, finish your point.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just speculating. But that could have something to do with it. And then throughout the generations, those stereotypes that were instilled over a span of 400 years, mind you. 400 whole years. You feel me? Over time, that could have maybe been instilled into our own psyche. To the point where now, I look at Brian, and instead of seeing a strong, handsome, intelligent young black man as he is, I just look at him as a field black guy, you know what I mean? I just see him as someone that is meant to be at the field, on the outside, someone that's athletic, someone that's dirty, because they're outside working all the time. Someone that don't know how to read, they don't know how to write because they're not educated on how to read or write, they're just on the field, working. You've had that book for about 3 years and you still haven't gotten through it.
I'm sorry.
But I'm sorry. I couldn't let that slide. And then you look at somebody of like a lighter skin complexion. Someone like, I'm not even that light, so I don't want to say me.
Bro, brown skin. Just say you.
Nah, I think I'd be on the fields. I think I'd be on the field. What do you mean? Come on, what are you trying to say?
Your character would be in the fields, but your skin complexion would be inside.
Anyway, but they look at someone of a lighter skin complexion, and they're deemed as being more, closer to master status. Closer to master status, closer to that whiteness. Because we have been trained over time to value that whiteness and shun our own blackness. And shun our greatness. So that might have something to do with it. Again, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't. I'm not even 19. I'm the youngest person in my friend group right now. All mans are 19, all mans are 20, all mans are 21. I'm 18. I don't know nothing.
Wait, 21? You mess with older heads?
Fam, you know the older head. Your man's that second year.
Fam. Man just finished freshman year. You get me? Did their last exam a couple days ago. Okay, I feel like just to add on to your point.
Arrows run it up.
Yeah. I wanna whip in her bands on. Got a shorty in the friend zone. She wanna go to the end zone. Losing signals, it's a dead zone. So miss gonna let all your friends on. Know you hit me when our friends flow. Wait to call like an Eskimo. Want me tapping like a presto. She wanna transfer all of my decisions. I had to get up and go ahead and get it. All the streaming got me pushing my limits. As for getting way before I've been sinning. But I've been winning way before I'm winning. I've been there way before they try to kill me.